Welcome to our luxury day pass experience at the Rosalie Bay Resort and Spa, where you can disconnect from the world and reconnect with nature, where you can celebrate love in its purest and simplest form, where you can play like no one is watching, where you can be yourself again. As you walk through your room, you can appreciate the Caribbean feel, fine touch, and attention to details that were put in the conception and design of these rooms.
For me, the room was very beautiful. Upon entry, we saw on the bed there was this welcome sign made from flowers, so that was very impressive. That was very beautiful. It gives a very romantic setting, in my opinion.
Yeah, I find it was very romantic for real. My favorite part was when we got to the little pillow fight.
Yeah,
I won.
You didn't win anything.
I won.
The bathroom was also very nice, very spacious. I also like the fact that there are two separate beds, so if we get into an argument, we can sleep separately.
But that's not the case.
But that's not the case.
On our anniversary.
Anniversary mainly, but I feel like the whole vibe, you can come for any occasion, to be honest. Once you want to enjoy yourself, here's a good place to come.
Rosalie guests can start their spa treatments with spiritual activities such as the reading of energy for spiritual uplifting.
Part of your spiritual blueprint is a special relationship to the energy of God. That means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping God thrive in this world, but that you are afforded the power of God, protection, and abundance too. Do you see that in your life, where things come effortless to you? Where if you think of something and you really use your spiritual energy to connect with it, that it magnifies itself in your life in a way of abundance. So you are now deepening your connection with God. So that's like a path that you're on because you realize that that is true for your life. So part of your high destiny this lifetime is to heal and flourish in that space. That's really cool. I don't feel like crying because I really like that. A lot of us are so caught up in that external masculine strive, survival. We gotta get this done, and we're running around in circles, and we completely forget there's an aspect of ourselves that we need to connect with, because that's what feeds that. And then that in itself wants to always go into that.
Nice to meet you guys.
So she'll be taking you into the pedicure room to do your pedicure, and I'll be taking you to do your Aromatouch massage. Just a little bit of hand salutation. Would you guys like to have water or use the restroom before you start your sessions?
I'd like some water.
I'd like some water.
Okay, so we'll take you into the rooms and then we'll get the water as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Rosalie Bay makes its own therapeutic body oils from essential oils made with herbs grown in their nature garden.
service menu, so when guests come in, if they want for us to create like a spa day for them, then they come in for a consultation with either myself or with Diana, and we kind of direct them towards the treatments that we think they will appreciate the most. So we have body wraps, body scrubs, facials, pedicures, manicures, herbal detox, foot soaks. We have different type of massages like the Aromatouch, which deals with the nervous system of the body, really bringing those essential oils into their space for the aromatherapy as well. And we have our Glo signature massage, which uses deep tissue trigger point therapy, where if somebody has had an injury or if they have a lot of inflammation and pain, then we use these techniques to help them to release the inflammation in their system. We use essential oils in those treatments as well. We also have a few other things that we'll put in there to help them. And we have hot stone massages and bamboo massages. So we try to jazz it up so there's something for everyone. So when they come here, they really get to have that nature spa experience at Glo Spa.
The resort uses essential oils such as almond oil, peppermint oil combined with salt, brown sugar, coffee, and cocoa in their signature Glo Pedicure. What a delight for your feet! During the pedicure sessions, Diana, one of the best therapists on island, ensures that the products she uses are locally made. This puts a piece of Dominica in every Rosalie Bay treatment.
Foot massage with that. She made me soak my foot in some warm water, and then I really loved when she used the hot stone under my foot while she was giving me the massage, and it just made me feel really relaxed. And yes, I would recommend coming to Rosalie Bay Resort, and she's done a really great job on my toes, I must say. Wow.
Windmill here, we do solar, so you're going to find solar system on some of the buildings. And then we also have a spring that we get our water from, and we put it through almost like a purification system. And so that's how we do. And we do the treatment of our, I would say, like our black water with the vetiver. So I'll be showing that to you guys as well. So instead of just dumping our waste in the river, we actually cleanse it first before it goes back into nature. So that's pretty much like the basic aspects of our sustainability. In housekeeping and in your rooms, you'll find that your beddings, your laundry, linen has been cleaned with eco-certified products. So no heavy chemicals, no spraying of pests. We usually just do there's a guy who comes in and does like the general cleaning of the resort to keep, like, of course, your nature stuff at bay as best as you can, right?
From learning about the local herbs and spices used to elevate the delectable 3-course meal that awaits you for lunch, to discovering the healing properties of some of the island's most popular plants, the Rosalie Nature Walk is one of the unique activities you can do during your stay at the Rosalie Bay Eco Resort and Spa.
So this is one of our guava trees, and behind it you'll see the noonie. Have you guys ever had noonie juice or noonie anything?
My dad used it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does he say about it?
You have to make it ferment first before you drink.
Exactly. So we usually encourage our guests, if the fruits are bearing, to do that as well. So it's a mild foraging, and you're welcome to have it. If you need to have a coconut, if there's a landscaper around, they're always happy to cut a coconut for you, so you can have that as well. Our little bay leaf tree. Yes, it's so good. It's an antimicrobial, so we usually use it in that way.
The Nature Walk is a self-guided tour, and the Rosalie team provides you with information sheets that will guide you along your journey.
Natural sugar. We know we make the logo, right, with the almond. But imagine that you can put together almonds and coconut, the dry coconut when you grate it, right? And you could put together our cacao, and you can throw anything else there, because you can dry the fruits as well. So you can put dry papaya, dry mango, all of those things can be dried and used to make dessert. So if you combine them, you can make stuff like the mimosas that they sell so expensive, right? That have been sitting on the shelf forever. And it's a beautiful treat. So this way, guys, our lemons are not like those from Miami and those areas up there, or Atlanta. They make really good citrus. So they do not turn that bright yellow, but they do have seeds and juice, which is what we want. I use the lime leaves in tea, and I also use it in treatments. So some of the treatments at the spa calls for botanical aspects, and so we use the local coffee, for example, or the local cacao, or the local cocoa, like we call it, and we put the lime leaves and the basil, basilic, rosemary, peppermint, all this stuff that we grow in the medicinal spa garden, and we just blend it together and add the essential oils, which are the pure medicinal grade essential oils, to make because this is gonna go onto your skin, and especially if your skin is open, your pores are open, they're going to be absorbing what you put on it, and your capillaries are super close to the surface, and it's just going to be drinking everything that you're putting in. So this is the cassava tree, and the tuber grows on the ground. So foods like cassava, sweet potato, these are extremely beneficial for individuals who have diabetes, for example, because of the low glycemic index in these foods. They do not raise the blood sugar levels. So these, even if they are starch-based, they're tubers, they are not high glycemic foods. We grow bananas, we grow fig, so we do have that farm to table aspect to the resort as well. We grow some of our herbs as well, culinary herbs. And also, of course, we use the nuni to make nuni shots, and the guests really like that, because that's part of like the wellness aspect of the resort, to offer them the things that Dominica produces and that we know for sure works well for the body. So the labyrinth it's kind of like it's a Euro, I would say it's more of a Euro meditation space. It's pretty spiritual, but it has connotations in some religion as well, where the center is like the heart space of the space. So you would walk through, and what you would do is, if you come into, say for example, you're walking through, and when you get there, there's like a path that's blocked, So your thing now is to focus on releasing blockage. So you would, it's almost like you would bring into your mind's eye where in your life, because obviously when you go through meditation, you're looking to clear, you're looking to heal. So what is it that's troubling you? What is it that's not clear? So that's kind of, we call those blockages to spirit, right? So once you kind of retune that, once you remove that, then you kind of keep moving along, because that healing already is taking place. You don't have to concentrate on it. Quiet mind, open heart. So once you go in, you quiet your mind, you're pretty much in oneness with whatever it is. You allow it to open, and then you keep moving. And that's how we do in life, right? We don't, if we dwell too much in one area that's not in balance, then the whole thing just starts to go out of whack as well. Everything gets impacted by that. But if we take a moment and say, hey, this is not working, let me see if our spirit can help with this, and then allow for that help and have faith that is happening for you, then usually it kind of opens you to yourself, right? And you see that, okay, everything's not so bad, or everything is whatnot. It's really what you're experiencing. It's just being conscious of it. So this is called the Gwen Abba Faye, and this is good for just cleansing the body overall. And a cleansed system gives you a healthy immune system. This is the African bird pepper. It's kind of still in its infancy stage, and this is ginger. So the ginger is different from the turmeric. And a plant like this, when we're doing tea, you don't have to take the rhizome to make the tea. You can use the leaves as well.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes. So when you have
it tastes the same.
Yes.
Get the same burning sensation.
Same thing. Yes. So this is the turmeric plant, and of course the turmeric is where they extract the curcumin, which is really helpful for if you have muscle ache, joint ache. It's really a good medicine.
Good for the skin.
In Ayurvedic they do use it, like they will put yogurt, turmeric, stuff like that, and make a nice paste for the skin, a nice mask. So if, say for example, if you want to do a papaya mask and you put turmeric in there, that would be really nice. This is the paracetamol plant that I told you about. So this is really good for just pain management. You can even have a plant. There's a plant right there. You can definitely. So female wellness is a huge part of not just obviously the international space, but us here as well, because Dominican women, one of the things that we have a lot here is fibroids and cysts on the womb, right? And endometriosis, for example, where you have very difficult periods. So this plant, we call it the lamat. So it's like an apple sage. That's like the correct name for it if you're looking for it online. But traditionally we call it lamat. So this is what we took as children growing up. My grandmother gave it to her girls, and this works great. So females who are suffering from this and have been medicated for years, and I've introduced it to them, this doesn't take long to work. Like, it works very quickly. And you can, to tonify your womb, you can bring in the red raspberry leaves. And if you're suffering from lower back pain with your periods, this is the plant here.
And you will need to book your day pass at the Rosalie Bay Resort and Spa if you really want to see that special plant. When you go there, make sure you arrive early enough so you can take in all the information that is shared during this amazing nature walk at Rosalie. You'll be having such a memorable time that you won't notice when it's lunchtime. And when you eventually do, Chef Neanda Peltier will remind you of what a good choice you made to be on the nature aisle. She transforms the most mundane ingredients into a chef-d'oeuvre, creating magic from the basics. When dining at the Rosalie Bay Resort and Spa, it is truly love at the first bite. And this is pretty common when you dine at one of the best restaurants on the nature aisle. Be careful not to bite your fingers though, because you just might. Chef Neanda Peltier makes every single part of your meal a culinary delight.
It was really good, it was delicious. I'm almost practically done and my stomach is really happy.
10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10. It was wonderful. Sadly, I couldn't finish everything because they give a healthy portion of food. But I enjoyed every bite of everything that I took, and I'd recommend it to anybody.
It would have to be the chicken for me as well, I think I'll eat that.
And you don't forget the sandwiches, of course.
Yes.
The Rosalie Bay Day Pass experience is fit for every king and queen. After all, we are all genetically born from royalty. Jump into this natural luxury Caribbean resort's onyx pool, bordered with stone materials believed to be formed from the fingernails of the Greek mythology goddess Aphrodite. The onyx stones absorb the sunlight during the day and release it at night, making the pool slightly warmer compared to regular pools. The best Caribbean resorts are not always the ones with glass ceilings, opulent buildings, or gaudy chandeliers. The Rosalie Bay Resort and Spa in Dominica teaches us that being in nature is perhaps the best luxury, my dear. Every single activity evokes an overlooked sensory pleasure to remind you of unique, self-loving ways to indulge in the simplest leisure.
Wow, my day was jam-packed. We did everything. We went to the spa, we did a nature trail, we went to the pool, we went to the beach. Overall, if I had to rate it, 20 out of 10. It was a wonderful experience, met some great people, had fun times, made good memories, and we ended in the gym, so I'm very tired and I'm looking forward to going back to the room to sleep.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good experience. It was my first time visiting here because I always wanted to visit here. And the people were so friendly and welcoming and the vibe was just right. I enjoyed my day, the food was amazing. I think my favorite part was the food because it was delicious. And also the pool. The pool was really nice.
Self-care is self-love, and love begins with self. Whether you indulge in a day pass at the Rosalie Bay Resort and Spa on your own or with a significant other, you still win. Be on standby in case nature calls. Permission granted, no need to wait. Your next adventure at Rosalie awaits.